الحمد لله وكفى والسلام على عباده الذين اصطفى عما بعد اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وبارك وسلم اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وبارك وسلم اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وبارك وسلم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام.
Okay, Jazakumullah khair for everyone to joining this lesson 3 of our Surah Yusuf series. Inshallah, we will be starting from where we stopped last time. So I have the reading groups uh, who wanted to be part of the reading group. So do we have Sadan at this point? Sadan, are you there? Or do we have Muhammad Azim? Muhammad Azim, are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
Okay, so Muhammad Azim, I'm putting up the ayahs now on the screen. Can you please recite these, please?
Okay, so give me a moment. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قال قائل منهم لا تقتلوا يوسف وألقوه في غيابة الجب يلتقطه بعض السيارة إن كنتم فاعلين. قالوا يا أبنا ما لك لا تأمنا على يوسف وإنا له لناصحون أرسله معنا غدا يرتع ويلعب وإنا له لحافظون. قال إني ليحزنني أن تذهبوا به وأخاف أن يأكلها الذئب وأنتم عنه غافلون. قالوا لئن أكله الذئب ونحن عصبة إنا إذا لخاسرون.
Jazakumullahu khair. From those who wanted to be part of the reading group, there is somebody called Safwan Muhammad. Are you there, Safwan Muhammad?
Yes.
Yeah, can you please read the translation which is showing on the screen, please?
One of them said, "Do not kill Yusuf, rather post him into the bottom of the pit, so that some will picks him up. If you are going to do something at all," they said, "our father, why is it that you do not trust us with Yusuf, while indeed we are his well-wisher? Send him with us tomorrow, that we may eat and play. And of course, we are his gods." He said, "It makes me sad that you should take him away, and I fear lest a wolf should devour him while you are heedless of him." They said, "If the wolf eats him while we are a strong group, we are then losers indeed."
Jazakumullahu khair. So see, the first two ayahs we had already covered in our last session, where when we were ending the session on that day, we had spoken about that how is playing sports and going out and enjoying is part of Sharia. There's nothing outside the Sharia then, and basically we can go out, we can enjoy, and we can play. We will start from in the last two ayahs which are mentioned on this slide. قال إني ليحزنني أن تذهبوا به. Then Hazrat Yaqub alayhi salam, when the brothers of Yusuf alayhi salam said that okay, please send him along, we'll play and we'll take care of him, Yaqub alayhi salam said, "It makes me sad that you should take him away, and I fear lest a wolf should devour him while you are heedless of him." Now, The question basically over here is that how did Yaqub alayhi salam know that this is going to happen, or this is the story which the brothers of Yaqub alayhi salam will make when they come back. Uh, Mufassirin have mentioned in the books of Tafsir that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had already showed a dream to Yaqub alayhi salam where where Yusuf alayhi salam is surrounded by 10 wolves, and he's surrounded by 10 wolves and all are trying to attack him, and then one of the wolves comes and saves him. This is the dream which he had seen, and Yaqub alayhi salam knew that these 10 wolves were not anyone, were not any other wolf as such, but these 10 wolves were the sons of Yaqub alayhi salam and the brothers of Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam. So he had already been shown in a dream, but Yaqub alayhi salam did not want to say that as in outright on their face that okay, this is what you guys are planning to do, this is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has already shown me that this is going to happen. He did not want to say that outright to them. There are two reasons which the Mufassirin have mentioned why he did not want to tell them right away. First of them saying that okay, it definitely it will not go out right with them, as in they will not like it that somebody is just saying it on their face, this is what you guys are planning to do. And the second thing is there was a danger basically that okay, even if Yaqub alayhi salam would have told them this, and as we all know that these brothers of Yusuf alayhi salam were very jealous of Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam. Now what would that mean is okay, they might just stop now and they might not go out and do what they had planned to do, but there was a very high chance that they would take revenge later on, and this statement of Prophet Yaqub alayhi salam would just ignite their jealousy even more. They might get even more jealous from Yusuf alayhi salam, and they might go to an extent which they would not have gone earlier also. So it was all in hikmah, it was all wisdom that Prophet Yaqub alayhi salam did not mention outright to them that this is what you guys are planning to do. The next ayah, قالوا لئن أكله الذئب ونحن أصبر إنا إذا لخاسرون. Now what now the sons of Yaqub alayhi salam and the brothers of Yusuf alayhi salam, what they said is that if the wolves eat him while we are a strong group, then we are then losers indeed. They're like, okay, if the wolf comes and attacks Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam, and then we are 10 of them over there to take care of him, then I think we are just a bunch of losers. As in, if we cannot stop the wolf, so they're just trying to prove, and they're just trying to give console to Prophet Yaqub alayhi salam that don't worry, we'll take care of him. You don't need to worry about him. We will take care of everything. So you should not be worried about him. What we learn over here is, see, this in this ayah, قال إني لا يحزنني أن تذهبوا به وأخاف أن يأكله الذئب وأنتم عنه غافلون. Now, what Yaqub alayhi salam is saying is that I grieve, as in what he's saying, oh, it makes me sad because he loves Yusuf alayhi salam, and when he loves Yusuf alayhi salam, he has this, it will make him sad that he will lose him. It will make him sad that he will lose him, and if a wolf comes and attacks him, and if he cannot have him anymore, then this will make him sad. The lesson for me and you over here is also that, as we all know, Iman requires that we love Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We all should love Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala because of all what Allah ta'ala has given us. If we reflect on all the blessings which we have from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the fact that He's given us a house, the fact that He's given us parents, the fact that we can see this presentation, the fact that we can hear this presentation, the fact that we have hands, the fact that we have legs, those all blessings that we have, that all demand that we love Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But then is that love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when we are not fulfilling His commands, is that making us sad or not? Because over here Yaqub alayhi salam is feeling sad that on the loss of Yusuf alayhi salam, that he might lose Yusuf alayhi salam. When we are disobeying Allah, is that making us sad? Is that making us sad? And this is so that is one thing which we need to reflect whenever we are disobeying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and the fact that He's a creator and He's a sustainer and the one who provides to us, that demands that we love Him. But are we reciprocating, as in to what all the blessings which He has given us, are we paying back or not? Are we also loving Him? Do we also feel sad when we miss something, when we slip, when we disobey, either by purpose or by mistake? Does that make us sad or not? So that is one thing which we need to reflect over here. The second message over here is love, because of the fact that Yaqub alayhi salam loved Yusuf alayhi salam so much, the result of that is he just could not accept any heedlessness. He could not just take any chance. He just did not want to take any chance of losing him, of so that any harm comes to him, so that there is any harm which takes to him. This is again a message for me and you over here. Are we also being are we also being do we pay heed in all the commandments of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Do we also make sure that we fulfill each and every command of Allah? Or we are heedful? Or we are okay to slip? Because love demands that we are not heedless. Love demands that we make sure that we meet the expectation of each and every, as in of each and every expectation of the being whom we love. So when we love our parents, we want to make them happy. When we love our friends, we want our friends to be happy from us. When we love people around us, our sister, our brother, our aunt, our uncle, our parents, we want, when we love them, then naturally what is the natural reaction of that? We want them to be happy from us. So we want to do things which makes them happy. And when we would do something which does not make them happy, that makes us sad. That, oh man, why did not I meet the expectations? My mom wanted me that I do this so and so way. Why was not I able, and why was not I able to do that? Are we having the same approach towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Because Allah is the one. Allah Ta'ala says in the Quran, وَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا أَشَدُّ حُبًّا لِلَّهِ, that the ones who have Iman, they have shadeed love of Allah, they have intense love of Allah. Do we have that intense love of Allah? Because if we would have had that, then definitely when we would have slipped, we would also have felt sad. And when we because of that intense love we would have had, we would have always wanted to make Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala happy. Just like Yaqub alayhi salam, we would also wanted to make Allah ta'ala happy. So this again, as I said, the fact that we are covering the story of Yusuf alayhi salam is not because it's a story and we're just going from the top to the bottom. The fact that this story has so many lessons for you and me, so that we can correct ourselves. So we need to build that love of Allah in our heart, and that love of Allah should make us do what Allah Ta'ala wants us to do, and should make us stay away from what all Allah Ta'ala wants us to stay away from. Yeah? Is that clear to everyone? Are you able to understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Yes or no? 49
Yes.
people in the
Yes,
chat. Yeah? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
All right. Jazakallah khair. Okay. Moving on. So if we can have who else is there? Hasnain. Is there somebody called Hasnain in the chat in the session today? Okay, I believe he's not there. Okay, can people just do a raise of hands and show me who all want to participate in the recitation?
Can I go?
Okay, Zakaria Nafis, if you can please recite the ayahs which are being shown on the slide. Zakaria Nafis,
Yes.
yeah, please recite.
فلما ذهبوا به وأجمعوا أن يجعلوه في أطياب غيابة الجب وأوحينا إليك لتنبئنهم بأمرهم هذا وهم لا يشعرون وجاءوا آباءهم عشاء يبكون قالوا يا أبانا إنا ذهبنا تستبق وتركنا يوسف عند متاعنا فأكله الذئب وما أنت بنؤمن لنا ولو كنا صادقين وجاءوا على قميصه بدم كذب قال بل سولت لكم أنفسكم أمرا فصبرا جميلا
فصبر جميل.
فصبر جميل والله المستعان وعلى ما تصفون.
Jazakumullah khair. Okay, from a translation perspective, who all are ready? Who want to participate in reading out the translation? Give me a minute. Sayyid Ismail Mehboob, can you please read out the translation?
Okay, sir. So when they went with him and were determined to put him in the bottom of a pit, which they did, and we revealed to him, you will one day tell them of this deed of theirs, while they will not recognize you. And they came weeping to their father at nightfall. They said, Father, we went running races and left Yusuf with our belongings, and the wolves ate him up. And you will never believe us, even though we are telling the truth. And they came with fake blood on his shirt. He said, rather your inner desires have seduced you to do something, so patience is best, and Allah is whose
help is sought against what you
help is
describe. All right, Jazakumullah khair. Okay, so what's happening over here? Now, فَلَمَّا ذَهَبُوا بِهِ وَأَجْمَعُوا أَن يَجْعَلُوهُ فِي غَيَابَةِ الْجُبِّ. So when they went with him and were determined to put him in the bottom of a pit. So basically what happened is when now Prophet Yaqub alayhi salam gave them the permission that okay you guys can go. Now and then Prophet Yaqub alayhi salam also came with them for a bit of a distance while they were taking Yusuf alayhi salam. And Yusuf alayhi salam was very small at the point in time, and his brothers were quite big, so they used to carry him. So one after the other, they used to carry him and take care of him. And as soon as they went a bit ahead, now what happens is, as soon as they went a bit ahead, what they did is, and now Prophet Yaqub alayhi salam was out of the sight, they threw him down. They threw him down on the floor, and so now Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam, and then they said, okay, now you have to walk. And those brothers started to walk fast, and Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam was coming slow because he was very young. He was only 7 years old. He could not catch up with them. And then when he asked them, okay, can you guys carry me and take me along because I cannot catch you guys up? So they are like, go, you should go and ask those 10 stars and the sun and the moon to help you. Now from this, we get to know that the brothers already got to know the dream of Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam, which he had told Yaqub alayhi salam, and that had made them even more jealous. So they're like, okay, fine, you go and ask the stars and the sun and the moon to help you up. And now over there, this day, and so Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam just used to go to each and every brother and ask them, please help me, please take me through. And what happened is the elder one, basically the elder one, his heart melted. His heart melted, and he at that point had decided, okay, I will not let the other brothers kill you, I will try and save you. Now and then that elder brother, as we had discussed earlier, he went to the other brothers and told them, okay, we should not kill him and all that. And eventually they said, no, if you're gonna stop us, then we'll also harm you. And then he came up with a plan. He said, okay, fine, let's do something. Let's not make our hands dirty by killing him. Let's do one thing. Let's throw him in a well, and when we'll throw him in a well, there might be a spider or a scorpion or a snake over here which will come and bite him, and he will die like that only. As in, eventually, we just want to get rid of him, right? Why just not let the animals do it? We'll just throw him over there. Or even if no animal or someone kills him, there will be someone who will be passing through. There will be some travelers. They might want some water, and they will just take him away. So we will get rid of him. So the brothers then agreed, okay, let's do that. So now, okay, when they moved ahead, this is what they did. They basically threw, they threw Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam in the well, they took off his shirt. They took off his shirt and threw him in the well. At that time, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed to Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam that you will one day tell them of this deed of theirs while they will not recognize you. So basically, Allah Ta'ala told Yusuf alayhi salam, don't worry. Allah Ta'ala told Yusuf alayhi salam, you don't need to worry. You will be fine. Even if they have thrown you over here, nobody's going to kill you. Nobody's going to hurt you. And there's going to be one time which will come where you will have the upper hand and they will be below you, and you will tell them and they will not even recognize you. So this was already, these were glad tidings given by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam. Now, what happens after that so basically after that what happens is the brothers came to Prophet Yaqub alayhi salam, and they say, قالوا يا أبانا إنا ذهبنا نستبق وتركنا يوسف عند متاعنا فأكله الذئب. They are like, and so basically they came weeping to their father, and they said, Father, we went running races and left Yusuf with our belongings, and the wolf ate him up. So basically these were crocodile tears. We call that in Urdu magarmach ke aansu, and in English it's called crocodile tears. So they were not actually crying, they were not actually weeping, but they were making up, and they made up a story. What story they made up? Oh, you know what? We were playing and all that, and Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam was sitting near where our stuff was, and then when we came back, we saw the wolf had eaten up Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam. Now there are a few lessons for us over here. First lesson is basically it's basically a lesson. This is what will happen in our life also. There will be some people who will come, who will harm us, who will cause difficulties for us, and then they will be basically hypocrites. This is hypocrisy, right? This is hypocrisy, that you are showing something outwardly and internally you are something else. This is called hypocrisy. And you know what has Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told about hypocrites? Yeah. Anybody or in this session, do you know what has Nabi Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam told about the hypocrites in a hadith?
They are like fake. They just do everything fake.
Yes. No, what from an akhirat perspective,
I
what?
think so. They're worse than the kafir.
Yes, they're worse than the kafir. Nabi Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that the hypocrites will be even much more deeper in hellfire. As in the way hellfire is, the more deep you go, the more severe is the punishment. And Jannah is, the more up you go, the more better is the Jannah. So hypocrites will be even much more lower, in the lowest part of the Jahannam. This is hypocrisy. This is like being two-faced. You're being good to someone, but internally you have bad thinking for them. Again, it's a lesson for you and me. We should not be hypocrites. We should be a one-faced person. Whatever is there in our heart, it should be out. As in, we should not be faking. We should not be giving an impression to others that okay, no, I'm your friend, and then going and backstabbing them. This is also a lesson for us. We should not be hypocrites. Said Yahya Umar, your hand is raised. Is that you have a question, or you had done that for reading?
I had done that for reading. I forgot.
All right, just put it down. All right, okay. First lesson. Second, the crocodile tears. Yeah, so they came out with crocodile tears. See, such crocodile tears have no value, in front of Allah. But the one who cries for Allah, is there any value for that or not? The one who cries for Allah, the one who cries out of fear of Allah, the one who cries out of love of Allah, does that have any value?
Yes.
Yes. You know, Nabi Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam said in a hadith that the one who weeps out of fear of Allah, he will not enter hellfire. That is the value of crying when you fear Allah. In another hadith, Nabi Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, a person who remembered Allah while they are alone and their eyes overflowed with tears out of his fear will be shaded by Allah on the day where there will be no shade. So two fadilat. One is just extinguishes hellfire. Of the person who cries in fear of Allah, he will never enter hellfire. The second, the one who cries out of the fear of Allah, Allah Ta'ala will give him shade on the day of judgment. Why do you guys need shade on the day of judgment? Do you guys know why do we need shade?
There will be any shade.
Sorry?
The sun is about 1 kilometer away from us.
Yeah, the sun is gonna be the sun is gonna be here. The sun is gonna be actually here. We will all be drowning in our sweats. People will be drowning in the sweats as per their sins. On that day, we all need shade. So crying out of fear of Allah gives you that shade also on day of judgment. But yes, but how do we get that? How do we cry out of fear of Allah? We need to ask that. We need to ask Allah that Allah Ta'ala grants us His tawfiq that we can cry for Him. It's not easy, my friends. It's not easy. You can fake it, but when it comes naturally is what it matters. But ask Allah. This is also a tawfiq. It's a blessing. We ask Allah, right? Oh Allah, give me a Lamborghini. Oh Allah, give me a Bentley. Oh Allah, give me a Bugatti. Oh Allah, give me a house. Give me this, give me that. This is also what we should ask Allah for. We need to ask Allah also that, oh Allah, grant me the tawfiq that I can cry out of your fear in order to get this fazila. Yeah? Are you guys all gonna make dua for this?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So because we all want to be saved from hellfire, right? Yeah. We all want to be saved from hellfire, right? We all want the shade on the day of judgment. Then we really need to have this tawfiq. Yeah? Is that clear to all? Is everyone able to follow? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Now, one more thing. One more thing. What did the brothers of Yaqub alayhi salam brothers of Yusuf alayhi salam do over here?
Threw him in the well.
They threw him in the well, and when they came and narrated the story to Prophet Yaqub alayhi salam, is that a true story?
Lie.
It's a lie. It's a lie. Do you think lying is a good thing?
No.
No. How bad it is? How bad it is? Abdullah, Uzair, and Bilal, there's some issue with your mic, man. It's making a lot of noise. Yeah, so.
It's very bad that angels go 1 kilometer away from you.
Okay. You know, lying is akbarul kabair. Lying is so when the ulama have classified sins that this is a major sin, this is a minor sin, they have classified sin as the major of the major sins. That's how dangerous lying is. And the problem,
It's a sign of hypocrisy.
it is a sign of hypocrisy also, and it's
And when we lie, the protection angels go.
the protection angels also go away. It is such a big sin. You know why? I'll narrate a few hadiths from you, because the problem is in your because I've been through your age and I've seen kids of your age. People just lie left, right, center. People just lie left, right, center, not understanding the consequence of this. They say, no, no, I just made up an excuse. I just joked with him. I was just playing with him. I was just kidding. This is the kind of remarks which you make. All of this is lying, my friends. All of this is lying. And you know what lying does? I'll just narrate a few hadiths for you. Nabi Kareem Sallallahu said, truthfulness leads to righteousness, and righteousness leads to paradise. The one who speaks truth, he is moving on the path to paradise. And a man keeps on telling the truth until he becomes a truthful person. Falsehood, which is lying, lying leads to evil doing, and evil doing leads to the hellfire. And a man may keep on telling lies until he is written before Allah a liar. Imagine the fact that Allah. So, see, just trying to give you an example. Nabi Karim Sallallahu was known by two of his qualities in Makkah Mukarramah. What was that? Sadiq and Amin, right? People were saying he is the truthful and he's the one who takes care of. Whatever he's the trustworthy. These were the two laqab which he had, the two qualities which he was known for. Imagine, for example, there's a person ABC, and ABC is just wants to just lie. He just keeps lying everywhere. He's making up stories, lying here and there. Eventually, the hadith says he will be written before Allah as a liar. Imagine what the angels, when the angels talk to Allah Ta'ala, they say, ABC the liar, he did this. ABC the liar, he did that. Na'udhu billah. A'udhu billah. Subhanallah. Do you want that the angels call us like Mr. ABC the liar, or you want that the angels say ABC the truthful, he did this, ABC the truthful, he did that?
Be truthful.
It's a moment of reflection for us, guys. We need to think about it. On which part do we want to be? Nabi Kareem Sallallahu said the signs of a hypocrite are three. Whenever he speaks, he tells a lie. We just covered where does hypocrisy take us? To the deepest part of hellfire. And that one of the qualities of a hypocrite person is that he lies. A'udhu billah. May Allah save us from lying. May Allah save us from lying. Nabi Kareem. Now, okay. Firstly, we understood what is lying doing. It's imagine you are known by people, angels, that okay, he's a liar. Allah Ta'ala, in front of Allah, you are called as a liar. Second, we got to know lying makes the path to hell easy. Third, lying makes you a hypocrite. You reach the deepest form of the hellfire. Fourth, Nabi Kareem Sallallahu said, whoever guarantees me the chastity of what is between his legs, the private parts, and what is between his jaws, the tongue, I guarantee him paradise. Nabi Kareem Sallallahu said, if you make sure that you are truthful, I am guaranteeing you paradise. Okay? When Nabi Kareem Sallallahu guarantees us paradise, can anybody then take us out of paradise?
No.
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 Nabi Kareem Sallallahu is saying, I am guaranteeing you paradise, you become a truthful person. Isn't it? This transaction is so cheap, right? Imagine you're getting paradise just by being truthful. How many of you now want us to lie? Guys, the reason why I'm mentioning this ahadith is because we think whenever the next time there comes a moment in your life when you are planning to lie, and then you remember all of this ahadith and they say you whatever happens. See, Can anything be worse than entering into hellfire?
No.
There can be nothing which can be worse than entering hellfire, right?
No.
Okay, you think, okay, I am going to speak something truth. Maybe my mom will scold me. Maybe I'll get punishment. Maybe this will happen. Maybe today I can't go out with my friends. Maybe my pocket money will be gone. But is that anything worse than hellfire?
No.
We have to wait, right? Am I okay going into hellfire? Am I okay being scolded by my mom? Mom might scold, we can say sorry and then eventually make things up. But imagine if we enter hellfire. A'udhu billah. That is the reason why I'm telling you guys, think, get rid of lying. We have to just stop lying. Whatever happens, we are not lying. Whatever happens, we are not lying. We are never lying. As a group, we 50 people over here, yeah, we need to make a commitment with all of us that we are never going to lie, whatever happens. Do we make this commitment or not? I want a raise of hands. Everyone raise of hands. Do we make a commitment we are not lying again ever? Inshallah. Make dua to Allah. Allah Ta'ala makes us from the truthful. Just like our Prophet. Yeah. Guys, can you go on mute, please? Just like Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was known as Sadiq Amin, we, Saim, Bahir, Ahmad, Usman, Hamza, everyone on this chat, everyone should be known amongst their friends. Oh, he's the Sadiq and Amin. He's the truthful person. We will go and ask him. He will never lie. Saim will never lie. Bahir will never lie. Usman will never lie. Hamza will never lie. We should also have this. We should also be like this, that amongst our friends, that when our friends meet us, they say, no, this guy will never lie. Whatever happens, he is never going to lie. And then I'll just end with one more hadith. There was Sahabas who asked Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, can a believer be a coward? Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, yes, he can be a coward. There can be a chance that he might be a coward. Then it was asked to him, can a believer be a miser? They say in Urdu, kanjus makshi choos. Yeah, can he be a miser? Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said that yes, he can be a miser. There can be a chance that he can be a miser. Then somebody asked him, can a believer be a liar? Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, no, a believer cannot be a liar. Imagine Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, a believer cannot be a liar. If you're a believer, you cannot be a liar. Believing and lying cannot go together, guys. Again, I have spent some time over here is because I know in this age of yours, it is very common that people lie left, right, center. I want you all to become truthful people. I want you all to become sadiq. Okay. Moving ahead. What happened now? Okay. They came crying and they said, okay, we were racing and the wolf came and ate it. And they said, وَجَاءُوا عَلَىٰ قَمِيصِهِ بِدَمٍ كَذِبٍ قَالَ بَلْ صَوَّرَتْ لَكُمْ أَنفُسُكُمْ أَمْرًا فَصَبْرٌ جَمِيلٌ وَاللَّهُ الْمُسْتَعَانُ عَلَىٰ مَا تَصِفُونَ. And what they did is, in order to convince Hazrat Yaqub alayhi salam, what they did is they brought the shirt of Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam, and on that what they had done is they brought the shirt of Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam, and on that they had put some blood over there. They had cut a goat, small goat, and in that when the blood came out, they put it on the shirt of Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam. They said, okay, see, this is what the wolf did. He came and ate. Now this is what happens when a person starts lying, now what he will have, what happens is, and just you have to imagine. So when a person lies, then in order to cover up that lie, he has to do multiple lies. He will then make a story over here, make a story over there, make a story over here, make a story over there, and eventually one day he will get caught. He will make a mistake. He cannot just remember 100 lies. this is the beauty of being a truthful person. When you're a truthful person, you just need to remember anything. You just need to you don't need to know, okay, what story did I tell that person, what story did I tell this person. You're like an open book. You're always being truthful. Whatever is the truth, you will just tell the truth. You don't need to make stories up. Now what happened is, while putting this blood on that shirt, Allah Ta'ala made them do this error, that they just brought a very plain shirt, as in whatever Yusuf alayhi salam was wearing. They came, and Prophet Yaqub alayhi salam told them, wow, this is just an amazing fox. He came and ate Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam, and his shirt is completely fine. There are no scars. The shirt is not even torn, just like it's a normal shirt. So so basically, Prophet Yaqub alayhi salam is trying to say, wow, what an amazing wolf it was. First it came, he told Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam, Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam, please take off your shirt. Then he ate him and then put blood on that. Like, what story are you guys trying to make over here? So basically, this is what happens when you are lying left, right, center, right, making stories here and there, here and there, here and there. Eventually, you will make mistakes and then you get caught. In order to make up one lie, you need to say 100 lies. And but by being truthful, you don't need to make up all of that stories. So this is what happens. And then ulama have mentioned, subhanallah, the shirt of Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam was such a miraculous shirt, because there are 3 incidents in the life of Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam where his shirt has saved him or did some miracle for him. First, those of you who know the story of Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam, over here, when the brothers of Yaqub alayhi salam made a story that, okay, the wolf ate Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam, and this is the shirt. By looking at the shirt, Prophet Yaqub alayhi salam knew, no, these guys are lying, because the shirt was not torn at all. The second time,
that was alive.
sorry.
And he knew that Yusuf was alive.
Exactly, he knew that. The second thing is that later on, when the finance minister's wife tried to trick Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam, at that time also the shirt of Yusuf alayhi salam saved him. So we will inshallah cover that in detail later, but then at that time also his shirt saved him. And third, at the end of the story, when Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam sent his shirt to Prophet Yaqub alayhi salam, Prophet Yaqub alayhi salam had lost his eyes. He could not see anymore.
He cured his blindness.
Yeah, he had become blind. And then when the shirt, when he put his shirt on Prophet Yaqub alayhi salam's face, then he got his sight back. So this is a very miraculous shirt. Just like Prophet Musa alayhi salam had a very miraculous stick, right? At times it would become a snake and all that. So if Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam was blessed with a miraculous shirt, it kept saving him from here and there. Subhanallah. This is Allah. This is Allah. When Allah Ta'ala wants to save someone, then He can save him from means which we cannot even imagine. We need to be in the protection of Allah, and then Allah Ta'ala shows us miraculous ways in which He can do things. So, because when they said that to Prophet Yaqub alayhi salam, and kamisihi bidamin kadhib, so that's why he said, Qala bal sawwalat lakum anfusukum amra. Rather, your inner desires have seduced you to do something. It's like, no, you guys have done something. This is all false. You guys are making up stories over here. How can the wolf eat up Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam when the shirt is not even torn? And then he says, فَصَبْرٌ جَمِيلٌ وَاللَّهُ الْمُسْتَعَانُ عَلَى مَا تَصِفُونَ. He says, so patience is best, and it is Allah whose help is sought against what you describe. He said, I will be patient now. You guys have making stories. You guys have done what you wanted to do. I am going to now be patient, and I will wait for Allah's help to come. This is also, this is also one of the things which I see in the youth these days, and in your age group. We guys have become we have become very impatient. We all want to have quick things. We all want to have quick money. We all want to have quick things. I want to do this. Quickly, I want to do that. Because we have been in this age where everything is on a mobile. Okay, I want to have food. Go to Talabat, order, or Zoom, or Food Panda. Just order food right away. I want this, touch of a button. I want that, touch of a button. Social media, I want to look at something. Okay, you know, back in my days, for example, when these mobiles and that were not there, for example, if we wanted to watch highlights of a cricket match or a football match, there were set times. There were set times. For example, at night 9 o'clock, the highlights will come. We could not say no, I want to watch it now. We had to wait until 9 o'clock. Where at that time the highlights would come, and if we would miss that
What if you want to order out?
Sorry.
What if you wanted to order out at your desk?
Sorry, I didn't get you.
If you wanted to order out at your desk, so what did you guys do?
I'll tell you what we used to do. I'll tell you what we used to do. So I'm just let me finish this example. So if we wanted to watch the highlights of that match, so we had to wait until 9 o'clock until the highlights would be there. And for some reason, if we would miss that time, now time is gone. Now I cannot watch that. Now maybe there's another time when the highlights would come, but then I cannot watch. But you guys are spoiled. Okay, right away it's on the mobile. Okay, let me find it. Okay, it's on YouTube. It's this channel, that channel. We can do it right away. And because of that thing, we guys have all become impatient. We guys have all become impatient. No. This, and our brother asked us that. Okay, what would we do back 20 years back or so, that when we wanted to order something, and basically how would we order that? Home deliveries were rare. Hardly there were any home deliveries. Either we had to ourselves.
It was just for the royals.
Yeah, either we had to drive all the way and bring food for home, or go there and eat. It was not that, okay, I'm sitting at home today, I want to have this, okay, fine, let me order. No way, there was no possibility. Either you have to go and order it, or you go, buy it, come back home and eat it, or you go and eat it over there. There were no, home deliveries were a rarity. And if you go back or a few years back, there were not even there were no washrooms in the houses also. People had to walk 45, 50, 1 hour to relieve themselves in the washroom and then come back. But because everything has become so convenient for me also now, and for all of us, we've all grown impatient. We just want things to be done right away. Right away, we want things to be done now. But that is not how. This is not how things happen, my friends. This is not, because there is a tarteeb of Allah. Everything comes at its own time, and we need to build that patience. And why patience? Again, we should ask ourselves, right? Why do I need to be patient? When I was telling you all of this, you guys should have asked me, why should we be patient? What is so good in being patient? Yeah, what is so good in being patient? Anything good in being patient?
सबर का फल मीठा होता है.
Sabar ka phal meetha, sabar ka phal mango hota hai. Mango. This is the season of mango. No, yes, definitely. And what does Allah Ta'ala say in the Quran? Allah Ta'ala says in the Quran, Innama yuwaffas. Yes, Inna Allah ma'as sabirin. Allah Ta'ala says, I am with the patient. I am with the people who are patient. I am the companion of the one who is patient. Can we have a better companion than Allah? Imagine. Yes, innama yuwaffa sabiruna ajrahum bighairi hisab. Allah Ta'ala says that the one who is patient, I give him hisab, without any calculation. I give him so much. This is the value of being patient. We need to be patient when our parents tell us, no, you cannot have this at this time, later, or you can't have this. We need to learn to be patient. We need to learn to understand. Our parents have seen much more life than us. They understand things much more better. There are things which are not good for us at this point in age. A lot of you, I know, would be already telling your parents, I want a mobile phone, I want a smartphone, I want this, I want that. But me being a father, I know what destruction a smartphone can do to us. I know as a parent what smartphone can do to the kids. Yeah, even my kids say, no, I want a smartphone. I told them, no, you cannot have a smartphone until you turn 18. Period. There is no way you can have a smartphone at this age. But then, because why? It's not that don't I love my kids? Yes, I love them. Don't your parents love you? Definitely they love you. And the fact that they love you is because they're telling you no, you can't have the smartphone at this age, because they know what destruction is there. They know what harm it can cause you, because at this point in age you don't have that capacity to understand what is right and what is wrong. The differentiation of right and wrong is not concrete for you guys at this point in time, so there's a very high chance that you might slip. That is why your parents don't want you to have the smartphone at this age. They're delaying that. That is why. But then you guys need to be patient, take it through, build that patience in you. Okay, no, I want it right away, 5 minutes. No, everything should be done now. That should not be our attitude. All right, moving on. Next. Okay, this is what Yaqub alayhi salam said also. He did not cry. He was being patient and he said, I have my trust on Allah. Allah will help me. Allah will bring me back to Yusuf alayhi salam. I will meet Yusuf alayhi salam again. Now I'm not going to complain to all of you, go around you. I will pray to Allah. I will ask Allah for it. Okay. By a raise of hands, guys, who is volunteering to recite the next ayahs? So who's not got a chance yet? Okay. Okay. I think Uzair Dawood did not get a chance yet. Uzair Dawood, please recite. Rest, go on mute, please.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وجاءت سيارة فأرسلوا واردهم فأدلى دلوه قال يا بشرى هذا غلام وأسروه بضاعة والله عليم بما يعملون وشروه بثمن بخس دراهم معدودة وكانوا فيه من الزاهدين وقال الذي اشتراه من مصر لامرأته أكرمي مثواه عسى أن ينفعنا أو نتخذه ولدا وكذلك مكنا ليوسف في الأرض ولنعلمه من تأويل الأحاديث والله غالب على أمره ولكن أكثر الناس لا يعلمون ولما بلغ أشده آتيناه حكما وعلما وكذلك نجزي المحسنين.
Jazakumullah khair. By a raise of hands, if I can know who all want to participate in the reading of the translation. Who's not gonna got a chance yet? Muhammad Ahmad Arshad.
And there came some wayfarers, and one of them to go for water. So he let down his bucket. He said, "What a good news! Here is a boy!" And they kept him hidden as a merchandise. Well, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was aware of what they were doing, and they sold him for a paltry price, for a few silver coins, and they were disinterested in him. And the one who bought him from Egypt said to his wife, "Make us stay grateful, and he may be useful for us, or we may adopt him as a son." And thus we established Yusuf in the land, so that we should teach him the interpretation of events, and Allah is powerful in enforcing his command. But most of the people did not know. And when he reached the prime of his age, we gave him wisdom and knowledge.
And this is how we reward those good in deeds. Jazakumullah khair. Jazakallah khair, Uzair and Ahmed. Very, very nicely done. Abdullah, Uzair and Bilal, please go on mute. Okay. So what has happened now? Now Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam is now in the well. And now what has happened is, now guys, one thing also to understand over here is, Nothing is random. Nothing is happening random in this world. Nothing is happening random in this world. It's all planned. Now, what Allah Ta'ala did is the brothers threw Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam in the well. Now, there was a group of travelers who were traveling. Allah Ta'ala made them lose their way, and He brought them to this place where Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam was there. And then one of them went and threw a bucket in the well, and Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam hung on to that, and when he took it out, he's like, oh, this is the boy. The lesson for me and you is, guys, nothing is happening in our lives randomly. Everything is planned. Do you know what is the reality of this life? Why Allah Ta'ala has sent us over here in this world? What is the reason? What is the reason, guys? Why are we in this world?
To serve him, the test.
Sorry? This life is a test? Oh, so
To serve him.
who's saying this life is a test? Sayyid Ismail Mahbub is saying this life is a test. Okay. So, how many of you agree this life is a test?
Me. So,
Okay.
me.
Oh, a lot of people are agreeing to this. Okay, so this life is a test. Now, so in test there are questions, and then you have to give answers. What are the questions in this test?
Your experience.
How you
Sorry,
respond to them?
sorry. Can
How
you
you respond to the challenges you get in life?
how you respond to the challenges we get in this life? Yes, that is the test.
Obstacles.
Now, they can be. Yes, there are obstacles, exactly. But there are, so Allah Ta'ala is not just testing us with obstacles or challenges. Allah Ta'ala is testing us by giving us what we want also. This is how it is. Either He's testing us by saying, are you being patient? Or He's testing us by saying, are you being thankful? These are the two tests which we are giving. Every moment in this life, we have two tests. Either are we being thankful or are we being patient? Because if things are going as to how I want, then Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, I need to thank Allah. If things are not going according to what I want and I am seeing obstacles or challenges, then I have to be
Astaghfirullah.
not astaghfirullah, I have to be patient. I have to be patient, just like Prophet you. Yeah, just
You
like
have to do that, and I didn't give it to you for a reason.
exactly, you have to be patient. Prophet Yaqub alayhi salam was being patient. Just like that, we have to be patient. This is the reality of life, guys. We need to understand that Allah Ta'ala has designed this world for it to not be perfect. It will not be perfect. This life will not be perfect. This life has been made as a test. When you and me are sitting in an exam room or a test room, do we say, oh, why don't I have my PlayStation 5 over here? Oh, where is my Lamborghini? Or why don't I have rivers and gardens and everything over here? We say, no. I have to focus on my test, on my exam. Let me finish my exam and test, and then I'll have fun. Similarly, this life is like that, my friends. We are here in a test room or in an exam room. Our goal is to pass the exam and test, and the fun starts after that. This is an exam, this is a test. We need to understand that. So that is why Allah Ta'ala keeps sending us challenges, obstacles.
I'm preparing for the test of
Yes, and we are preparing for the test of Akhirah, and we are in an exam room. The answers which we are writing on our Name Amal, the Munkar and Naki, no, the angels on my right and my left, they are writing. They are constantly writing. If I am doing good, they are writing good. If I am doing bad, they are writing bad. Constantly they are writing. And this paper will then be presented. So guys, we need to understand this is the reality of life. Nothing is random over here. And this is why Allah Ta'ala says over here, what does Allah Ta'ala say? He says, Wallahu alimun bima ya'malun, that he, and so Allah was aware of what they were doing. So what Allah Ta'ala is telling is that Allah Ta'ala knew what all is happening. This is how He has planned it. There is a message to Nabi Kareem Sallallahu also over here. Allah Ta'ala is telling Nabi Kareem Sallallahu also that I know everything what is happening. I have set, this is how things are supposed to be. This is how I have planned things. Yes, you might want something. Yes, the people of Makkah Mukarramah are making life difficult for you. Don't worry. I am preparing you for the years to come. And this is what Allah Ta'ala is teaching us also over here, that the fact that you are having a difficult time over here is because it will make you stronger later on. You will be a much better human being later on. You will be much better equipped to handle the challenges later on. So when difficult times comes, we need to understand that Allah Ta'ala is preparing us. He's making us stronger. When you go to the gym and when you do workout, does it hurt? When we,
Yes.
yeah, it does hurt, right? When you go to the gym, it hurts. But what happens? It makes us stronger. Yeah, we get the muscles. That makes us stronger. This is what Allah Ta'ala does when He sends difficulties in our life. The point is, He wants us to be patient so that it makes us strong, and then we can handle much more better things in life. We are done with the time today, inshallah. We will catch up from here. Any questions from anyone? Any questions? Is the pace okay? Are we going fine?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Jazakumullah khair to everyone. I will see you guys tomorrow, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Wa akhiru da'wana and alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Wa alaikum assalam.